AsalaamuAlykum. I'm your sister Naomi Saif. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your views. Thank you for your words of encouragement. Thank you for your du'as. Please share these videos. Please leave a comment, and just please, if there's anything in my messages that can be of benefit to someone, please share. If not just in my video, I am just grateful, and I just want to take this time in this message to wrap up what kind of feels like a theme of reflection in these previous videos, inshallah. During this week, I talked about my first experiences with my first Ramadan, my first fast, and I also shared my thoughts on my first conceptions or my first opinions in regards to Islam and how that has changed. I shared my first experience with reading the Quran, and if you haven't seen my previous videos, these are experiences that I had in 2010 when I first started to transition into Islam, alhamdulillah. And I also talked about how my transition and just how I went from a Christian and being recommitted and born again and baptized and working in ministry, and then delving into biblical Bible studies and wanting to go to seminary school, and then kind of like it being, I'm not going to say revealed to me, because it seems like everybody under the sun knew about this but me, but becoming aware that, the Bible, is not authentic, and I can't find, there are no, just that whole thing, and just having my spiritual crisis and coming to Islam. And I shared how that was perfectly timed, alhamdulillah. It was a perfect transition, alhamdulillah. And then I also went over of the many, just 5 benefits of fasting during the time of Ramadan. So I just want to wrap up this theme this week, which is kind of like a theme of reflection, by encouraging you and myself to reflect and think about your Ramadans past, or if this is your first one. Don't take it for granted, think and, glean as much, blessings out of it as possible. And then moving forward, inshallah, to share. I'm not saying go out there and just, but when I talk to, or when I've had conversations with people who were Muslims in the past, and I kind of feel, and I know it's different, everyone's different. I don't know what it's like to be a Muslim fasting at the age of 12. I don't know what it's like to be, a Muslim having to wear hijab in high school. I don't know what that's like. So, or even, I don't know what it's like to be even an adult in my early 20s. There's just a lot of experiences that I can't say woulda, coulda, shoulda, because Allah knows best. I probably would have been worse, but what I am trying to encourage in all of us is just be Muslim, especially during this time of Ramadan. The world is watching us. The world is watching. Trust me. When I was looking to Islam, I didn't want a watered down Christian friendly version. Had that happened, Allah knows best, I probably would have turned away. If I would have walked into a mosque and everyone would have been trying to cater and like trying to prove to me that they're not terrorists, I probably would have been like, thank you, but no thank you. So know that the best dawah that you can give is true, authentic Islam. Just be yourself. And if you are fasting during this time of Ramadan, and you are in the workplace, or you are at school, may Allah give you the courage and the confidence to, when your friends ask you, and they may not even know that you're Muslim, or they may not even know what that means, and they may not even know that you fast, may Allah give you the courage to say, I'm fasting. I am fasting. This is my This is my holy month, you know. When I was in 8th grade, I went to Oliver McCracken Middle School in Skokie, Illinois. And mashallah, that school at that time had a lot of Jewish kids in it. And they had no shame, mashallah. And none of that kind of turned me or anyone else who wasn't Jewish away from befriending and, having relationships as in a friendly way, being friends with these kids who were like, Yom Kippur, I'm doing this, or, Saturday is the Sabbath, and, it was just established, It goes into teaching people how to treat you. So we can't keep our Islam a secret. Even if we wear the hijab, it can't be like, no, I wear hijab, but I'm just like you. No, no one is like us. Like, I'm not saying that we're better. No, but even amongst Muslims, we are all different, as far as individuals. So when it comes to the workplace and when it comes to school, when it comes to people that you come in contact with that are not Muslim, please, as a former non-Muslim, when the conversation strikes, when the question is posed, please, please give real Islam. Don't just say thank you, but no thank you. Be like, thank you, but I'm fast. You never know. Don't assume that non-Muslims know what's going on. I feel like embarrassed to say that before 2010, I had not heard of Ramadan. I don't know where my head was. I had not heard of this worldwide fast. Never. I hadn't heard of it. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. So may we just close out with this week with reflecting, with reflection. And even if you're new to Islam, even reflect upon your life prior and appreciate and hold those things that brought you to the deen or keep you in the deen. Just because you are born Muslim, it doesn't mean that you don't have the same struggles as us converts. Everyone has to choose the deen for themselves. Everyone. You can be born a Muslim, but at some point you have to take it for yourself, And so this time of reflection, inshallah, may it be a time that we cement our commitment to this deen and to this way of life that is not perfect. However, it's the safest. It is the safest. They say the safest place to be is in the will of Allah. That's Islam. Hope you having a good week, and inshallah your iftars are going well and are blessed. And please, if you are struggling with anything, please reach out to anyone. This is in today's world, there's just really no excuse, like send emails, call mosques. There are all these wonderful organizations, Why Islam, and just so many. Please, if you're struggling and you need support, please reach out. There are other YouTubers, there are vloggers and bloggers. There is just a whole world of us out here on the internet, and also in real life. So use this to seek resources in your local area so that inshallah you can be well, and I pray that Allah just blesses us with his mercy and makes us better, and that's it. AsalaamuAlykum. Ameen. AsalaamuAlykum.